Former prosecutor Ray Breslin is the founder and co-owner of Breslin Clark, a security firm specializing in testing the security measures of supermax prisons. Posing as an inmate to study facilities from within and exploit their weaknesses to escape, Breslin is driven by the murders of his wife and child by an escaped convict he had successfully prosecuted, and has garnered a reputation as the man who can escape any prison. Breslin and his business partner, Lester Clark, receive a multi-million-dollar deal from CIA operative Jessica Miller to test a new, top-secret prison for disappeared persons on one condition: Ray and his team cannot know the prison's true location. Although this violates his own principles, Breslin agrees anyway, allowing himself to be captured under the assumed identity of a Spanish terrorist for hire named Anthony Portos. The plan goes awry when his captors remove a tracking microchip he had secretly implanted in his arm and drug him, preventing his colleagues from knowing where he has been taken. Breslin wakes up inside the prison and realizes that the warden, Hobbs, is not the same warden who was supposed to release him in an emergency. He befriends another inmate, Emil Rotmeyer, who claims to be a security expert for Victor Mannheim, a faceless Robin Hood-type figure who steals from the wealthy. The duo stage a fight that allows Breslin to get thrown into the solitary confinement cell, which he quickly learns is intended to disorient and dehydrate prisoners with high-powered halogen lights. Realizing the cell floors have rivets of steel instead of more secure aluminum, Breslin has Rotmeyer acquire a metal plate from Hobbs' office floor before they and a Pakistani inmate named Javed are again thrown into solitary. Using the metal plate, Breslin focuses the reflection from the lights onto the steel rivets, heating them so that they loosen when the steel expands. Finding a passageway below the floor, he discovers the prison is inside a massive cargo ship in the middle of the ocean. Breslin and Rotmeyer continue to study the complex and learn the guards' routines. However, Hobbs then reveals to Breslin that he is aware of his true identity, has assigned his head of security Drake to monitor him at all times, and will ensure Breslin spends the rest of his life in the prison. Breslin offers Hobbs information on Mannheim from Rotmeyer in exchange for his release. Hobbs agrees. While Breslin feeds Hobbs false information about Mannheim, his colleagues, Abigail Ross and Hush, grow suspicious of Clark when Breslin's paycheck for the job is frozen. Hush hacks secret documents and discovers that the prison, codenamed the Tomb, is owned by a for-profit organization linked to a notorious private security contractor. Clark is revealed to be in contact with Hobbs about Breslin's imprisonment. Rotmeyer has Javed convince Hobbs that he is double-crossing them and is rewarded by being allowed to go above deck for his nightly prayer. This allows him to use a makeshift sextant to determine the ship's latitude. From this, Breslin and Rotmeyer deduce they are in the Atlantic Ocean near Morocco. Breslin convinces the prison physician, Dr. Kiri, who is also a prisoner, to help him, and Rotmeyer escape by sending an email to Mannheim and transmits a false tap code message from his cell, convincing Hobbs that a riot will occur in cell block C. With security misdirected, Javed instigates a riot at cell block A, allowing him, Breslin, and Rotmeyer to run toward the top deck while a lockdown is initiated. Breslin kills Drake when he tries to stop them, but Javed is gunned down by Hobbs and his men. Breslin goes to the engine room to shut down the Tomb's electrical grid, giving Rotmeyer time to open the deck hatch before the backup generators come online, while a helicopter sent by Mannheim engages in a gunfight with the guards. Rotmeyer boards the helicopter, while Breslin is flushed to the bottom of the ship by the automated water system after Hobbs reboots the grid. Reaching the helicopter as Hobbs fires at him, Breslin uses a bullet to ignite several leaking oil barrels, killing Hobbs. The helicopter lands on a Moroccan beach, where Rotmeyer reveals he is actually Mannheim and Jessica Miller is in fact his daughter, who secretly hired Breslin to mastermind her father's escape. Portos was a code word to alert Mannheim that Breslin was an ally, and Hobbs was originally unaware that Breslin's cover story was fake. Later, Ross informs Breslin that they discovered Clark was offered a $5 million annual salary to become CEO of the Tomb's security company, should Breslin's imprisonment prove the ship was escape-proof. Hush explains that he already tracked Clark to Miami and locked him in a shipping container bound for an unknown destination.